Oh, I was going to talk about you. One thing I did forget to speak about is that Massachusetts has what is known as a Saber alert, and it's very similar to an Amber alert when a child goes missing. And you can have your animal control officer issue a Saber alert on your dog if your dog is stolen or lost. That will go out to all other animal control officers in the state, and they will keep a lookout for the dog. So that's also really important to know. I actually think Marta knows something's going on today. She's acting a little different than she normally does. She's very anxious. And dogs really pick up on your energy. I'm sure you know that if you have dogs. One other thing about Marta is that she is a pit bull, and pit bulls are so misunderstood. I actually, and I know this from experience, I actually started rescue years ago, and I only had, one condition, and that condition was I wouldn't take pit bulls. And that was based on ignorance. It was based on me believing what I heard in the media. It wasn't based on experience, which is unusual to base something not on your own experience like that. So as I was going into the shelters and the pounds, I had firsthand experience with these dogs, and they are most loving dog. They are trustworthy. They actually came into the United States from Britain as nanny dogs. They were so good with children. They're very, what's unfortunate about these dogs is they're getting into the wrong hands of people, and they are so easy to train because they so want to please you that they people can train them to do some really bad things. But as we have seen with Michael Vick's dogs, for example, it's a prime example. They were considered some of the most dangerous dogs in the world, really. And there were organizations that said, we need to kill them, we need to eradicate them. And then there were very progressive organizations saying, no, we need to learn from these dogs. We need to see, can these dogs be managed? Can they be rehabilitated? And in fact, most of them were and are now in loving homes or therapy dogs and therapy dogs. And so it's really important to see that there are two sides to everything. And based on experience, I realize, I wish she would come over here, but based on experience, I realize the fact about these dogs versus the myth. Hey, Marta, come here. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Yeah. There are unfortunately shelters who don't take pit bulls, and that just keeps that stigma going. But there are plenty of shelters who take in the pit bulls. We give them complete behavior evaluation. The temperament testing, American temperament testing, pit bulls evaluate one of the highest of any breed, higher than a lab. These are the facts about them. I encourage people to base their opinion, have their opinion, but base it on fact and not myth. And to really encourage, we have a huge homeless situation here in Massachusetts, and most people don't think that's true, but it is. Believe me, I'm out there. I get the emails every day of, and majority of them, many of them are pit bulls or pit bull mixes or dogs presumed to be pit bulls. That's another whole thing that, a lot of dogs they say are pit bulls aren't really pit bulls. But, if we can work on this problem, educate people as to the facts about pit bulls versus the myth, it could really help the overpopulation we have in Massachusetts.